What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this morning's Anfield Agenda news roundup, where I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a mix of news and my opinion on the current contract impasse with Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mohamed Salah. As always though, we'd love to know your thoughts, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to try and start off with the good news, and as we know, yesterday Dominic Szoboszlai got engaged, so massive congratulations to Dominic Szoboszlai and his fiancée. Wishing them nothing but a happy marriage and many happy years together. We also had the news this week that Curtis Jones and his partner had their first child, so congratulations to Curtis. And of course, we now get the news that it looks like Liverpool are close to agreeing an extension with Ibrahima Konate to commit his future to the football club. Now, of course, we've got to wait for absolute confirmation on this, but the general perceived wisdom is that that is going to happen soon. Fabrizio Romano on this said Liverpool are making very good progress in negotiations with Ibrahima Konate. The salary package is almost agreed, just some small details remaining in the deal. Brilliant. So that will be Ibrahima Konate tied up, Trey Nioni tied up, Jarell Quansah tied up. The future Liverpool Football Club in that regard looking very bright, looking very optimistic. But, and there is a big but, and here comes the ... The mixed news on Trent and Mohamed Salah is causing many Liverpool fans, myself included, a lot of sleepless nights. At the moment, lots of people feel, and we conducted polls on our YouTube channel on this last night, that Virgil van Dijk's going to stay. That Liverpool will find a breakthrough of Virgil. Some people have reported there's already been one. I can't speak to that as of yet. Later on today, I'll be speaking with David Lynch and we'll ask him these questions. But a lot of people are feeling very optimistic on Virgil extending. And you can see why. He looks like he wants to stay. I'm sure Arne Slot wants to keep him. His form has been brilliant. So hopefully that one we can box off soon. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an Opera browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description. Well, then we come to Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, and Mohamed Salah. And Team Talk put out a thing yesterday to say that they believe Liverpool will lose Mohamed Salah. That they feel confident that they'll be able to keep Trent and that they'll keep Virgil, but that we'll lose Mohamed Salah. And if I had to be honest about my feelings on this situation, I don't know what happens with Trent, and I'll move on to speak about him in a minute, but Mo has been the one that I always thought was the most likely for Liverpool not to agree a new deal with. I want him to sign a new deal, I want him to stay, but my thoughts in it have always been that because he's the highest paid player at the club, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes and those at the club are going to want to make sure that they don't end up in a Mesut Ozil type situation or an Alexis Sanchez type situation here, where this guy just isn't what he once was, but Liverpool are still paying him top dollar. And I don't know if that's going to be able to be resolved. The perceived wisdom again out there seems to be that this will be the most difficult of the three to get done. And I can only say I hope we extend them. But if we do lose him, well, the perceived wisdom out in the media is that Liverpool are apparently looking at Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Now, a couple of things to talk about here. One, do I trust the owners to go out there and spend the money, 85 odd million quid, on somebody like Rodrigo? Yes and no. If Salah left, that's quite a big bundle of money freed up over the course of the next few years. But in Rodrigo, you're talking about somebody, he's not going to be coming in on 70 or 80 grand a week, is he? He's going to be coming in on a big fee. Can I see a situation where maybe he wants to leave Real Madrid? Well, ideally, no, I don't think he would. But if you look at the players Madrid have brought through the door, you've got Jude Bellingham, you've got Kylian Mbappe, you've got Endrick, you've got Vinicius Jr., you've got Valverde, you've got lots of competition for starting berths in that Madrid attack. So can I see a time where maybe he does look around, as per this report, and say, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe I'm not going to be able to really establish myself here and be playing week in and week out. And that's what a young footballer is going to want to do, is play week in and week out. So if we lost Salah and he came in, I think that would be very good from the club. I think it would be as good as a situation we could hope for if Salah left. That's the way I am on that one. Now with Trent, mixed bag here really. So we've seen the Athletic comment that yes, he is certainly a priority for Real Madrid. They are looking at him as well as other right back options, Frimpong being one of them. But Trent is the priority. Then we've got source from Fabrizio Romano to say Trent is giving Liverpool his priority. But what does that mean? For me, I don't think Real Madrid and Liverpool are going to have to pay the same money to pay Trent each week. I think Liverpool will probably have to pay a higher amount, because I think right now, to us, it's more important for us to keep Trent than maybe it would be for Madrid to get Trent. So what does priority mean? First refusal? Well, some reports have said that Liverpool have offered him 280 grand a week and he's turned it down. I can't substantiate those. I don't have any confirmation on those numbers at all. So right now, I don't want to go in on Trent at all, because this is a situation, in my humble opinion, that is the club's making, allowing this to happen. And as I've said all the way through, as each week goes by, as each player gets closer to the time where they can sign a pre-contract to leave the club, the leverage shifts very firmly over to their side. So I haven't yet allowed myself to think about Trent leaving on a free to go to Real Madrid. So that's where we're at with these. Some people feel like Liverpool will get it done. As I said, Team Talk feel like Liverpool will get Virgil and Trent done, but they won't get Mo done. Then you've got others who say that Trent's going to go to Real Madrid. So just to give you a flavour of a few things that have been said about this, one outlet reporting Liverpool are beginning to accept that Trent Alexander-Arnold will not renew his contract at Liverpool. Other sources say differently. This one here said Real Madrid continue to work on Trent Alexander-Arnold signing. They've already been in contact with the player's camp. While there is minimum chance that he will leave in January, some prefer not to rule it out, as it would be for a reasonable price. I can rule it out for you. Liverpool aren't going to sell Trent in January. It isn't going to happen. It's not worth the club doing that, because losing Trent would give us a deficit this season in our ability to really challenge for the Premier League, the Champions League this season. So Liverpool getting a fee, what they would call a reasonable fee, I don't think that's going to happen, because it's not worth Liverpool getting 10 or 15 million quid. It just isn't. Now Real Madrid, of course, do have a desire now to bring in a right back, because Carvajal's out injured for probably most of this season. So of course their need is intensified at the minute. So it's all up in the air. And remember, another international break still to come in November. So we've got 10 weeks, as I say here now, until Trent, Virgil and Mohamed Salah are all able to sign pre-contract agreement or enter into negotiations with clubs outside of the Premier League. That's all we know right now. So I'm really frustrated by it all. And again, we just hope for positive news on it. I'm going to be asking David Lynch the very latest when I speak to him. But other than that, I would say take everything you see on social media with a pinch of salt until we have an Ornstein, a Lynch, a Joyce coming out with these stories. I have liked the words, though, from Georgi Mamardashvili, who said, "I will be fighting for the starting position even if the current goalkeeper does not leave." I love that. That's the mentality I want players to have in any position coming into the football club. Obviously, Alisson Becker, in my opinion, and in many Liverpool fans' opinion, is the best goalkeeper in the world. But if anybody's going to come in, I want them to have the mindset of, I'm going to oust him. I'm going to make that position mine. So fair play to him, and hope he lives up to it. Other few bits and pieces, again, there's a perceived wisdom that if Martin Zubamendi shows any indication that he made a mistake in not joining Liverpool, that Liverpool will be open to going back in. David Lynch, speaking about this, said Liverpool sources are refusing to rule out going back in for Martin Zubimendi. There is also no indications given that bridges between the player and the club have been completely burned. And this kind of matches what David Lynch said to us as well, that there was always a polite refusal there, and there was always, I think he said there was a phone call, if I remember correctly, between Martin Zubimendi and Richard Hughes, you know, explaining the situation and why he made the decision he did. So I've no doubt Liverpool will be open to it, but until we get the indication from the player side that he's feeling like he made the wrong decision, I'm not going to put much faith in it yet either, because it's kind of as you were with this one for me. So that is it for now, my friends. But again, do remember, later on today, I'm going to be putting that video up, myself and David Lynch, going through all the big topics, asking him his thoughts on the contracts, on the January transfer window. Going to be asking him as well about Federico Chiesa, and an update on him. Jayden DANNS, if you missed it yesterday, is starting to up his workload now, and he's going to be getting back and stepping up his recovery, hopefully playing for the under-21 soon. Harvey Elliott, the perceived wisdom there is that he will be available for Arne Slot from the latter part of October onwards, which is pretty much exactly what we thought, so hopefully we get him back soon as well. That is it from me. A reminder again, you can still get your tickets for a live show. You get it in the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch up with you later on tonight. Much love, my friends. Bye-bye.